I haven't heard. Thank you. All right,
He got it, not me.
all right, we are calling the Boardman Park and Recreation District October 28, 2025 meeting to order at 6:03 PM at the Boardman Marina Park office. Do we have anybody online?
You can X out of that, George.
Up on top.
Yeah.
No, just us.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. Alrighty, let's go ahead and do roll call just so we have it on the record. David?
Dave Moore, board member.
Krista Price, board member?
John Christie, board member.
Rick Weiss, board member.
Ricardo Rosales, Boardman resident.
Tricia Slack, finance officer.
George Scheimer, CEO.
Thank you. Does any, before we approve the meeting agenda, I do have under, where did my notes go? Under other business, number 12, I need to add an email that Norma Ayala sent me. She's looking to have approval on indoor soccer. So we're gonna add that correspondence. And then I think that's it. Does anybody else have any other? I guess I would like to, instead of 6E saying update, it'd be like, shouldn't we be new board member?
We can just scratch out update if you want.
Yeah,
Leave it as-
take it up and put in the word,
Board member
yeah, voting or
selection.
selection. Yeah, thank you. That's a good word.
And
George has,
Do you want to move that up in the order?
yeah, we can go ahead and we'll just address, put it in the minutes that we're addressing 6E prior to 6A.
Okay.
I don't think we have to put it out of order, but we'll address that. And then, George, last question. Did you have any changes on what was emailed versus what's here in the packet?
There was an update on pages 7, C, D, and E. Mike Gorman
Regarding,
revised our tax.
okay, great, okay. As long as it's not the resolution, right?
No.
Something that we would have.
Oh, yes, the
Oh,
resolution had the wrong number. You have 03 in what you got, and on this packet, but on the actual resolution, it's 04. I didn't replace those pages on there.
okay, so we need to, okay, so in your copy, in the book, it needs to be 004.
Yes, and I do have that here.
Okay, and you did not call out the resolution by number on the agenda then? Where is that darn
I
thing?
just, bond resolution.
7B?
Yep,
Okay, so it's gonna be what, 2025
yep.
dash 004?
Yep.
Okay. Let's add that to that then. Okay, all right, any other updates? Otherwise, let's,
I'll move that we approve the meeting agenda with the changes mentioned.
I'll second.
thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Passed unanimously. We don't have any public comment, nobody's online. Ricardo, do you have any public comment or are you here for other reasons?
The reasons.
Okay, thank you. All right, review and approval of the previous regular board meeting minutes. I think I'm good with them, so you guys let me know when you wanna move on that.
I moved that we approve the board minute from the September 23rd meeting.
I'll second.
Presented.
You got it. We got it.
Rick?
Rick got a second. All in, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye,
Aye.
passed unanimously. Speaking of that, George, on those meeting minutes, we had down that we were going to have a resolution. A state share resolution. It says, yes, the district needs to use resolution if amount is over 10% of the budget. or over $10,000, the district will have one for the next meeting.
Then I will check into it.
Is that regarding the money we took in for last fiscal year? Or is it a resolution? I guess what, did we get more money in since for this year, or maybe it was for last year? I don't know.
I don't know.
I think it was, I know for sure it was on or regarding those checks that we received from the state, right? Didn't we have money that came in from the state that we were questioning what we could do with it?
I really don't know.
Not sure.
No, I'm not sure.
We'll check into this.
You know, I'll circle it.
It's something to do with the state money, and I know we got a check, it was probably in May when we got it, because,
That would have been last fiscal year.
yeah, so, okay. All right, old business, let's go ahead and skip down to 6E, the new board member selection. So we had, George, you can fill us in, but we had one LOI.
Yep, one person sent in a letter of interest,
Being,
being Ricardo Rosales.
okay,
And he works for the bank. It's Bank of Eastern Oregon, no.
Banner.
Bank, sorry. buddy. I'm so sorry, sir.
Yeah.
Banner Bank, and he is the manager there. He is a resident here in Boardman. He's a graduate from Riverside High School. To me, I think I've worked with him personally, dealing with our connection of using Banner Bank. I don't think that would be a problem as a conflict of interest. Cause I know that other managers have been. on
yeah, no,
other
not unless
boards.
we got a loan,
Yeah,
yeah,
so, I think,
or we were worried about where we were investing money. But,
I think, Ricardo would be a very good candidate to be on this board. He's respected. I like the fact that, it gives us a connection with our Latino families here. And I think that's an important part we need to have. So,
so the process for it is that we were gonna take in LOIs, and we only have one, but we still need to vote,
yep.
accepting
still gotta
him,
vote.
correct?
Yep,
And then, is that all?
yeah, that's all you
Do we
gotta
need
do.
to swear him in? Do we need?
Yep, if you're gonna accept him tonight, you can swear him in tonight.
Do you have the oath?
Yep.
Okay,
You can do everything tonight. If you want.
okay, because it's on the agenda.
Yep.
And because we posted
We
that we had
posted it in the
LOIs by a
news.
certain date.
Yep, we put it in the newspaper and I was kind of surprised it was the only candidate because I'd heard of other people that were going to apply or put in a
Yeah.
letter of interest. And but he was the only one,
Okay,
so.
okay. I know, and if you guys know differently, let me know, but I'm relying on the fact that you say that we've complied with whatever we needed to
Yes.
comply with in order to bring him on tonight.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so, Ricardo, are you still interested in being on the Boardman Park and Recreation District
Yes. it's fine.
Board?
Absolutely.
Okay, thought we better ask. All right, so I would take a motion
I
to,
would so move.
okay, all right, do you have a second?
I'll second.
All right, all in favor of having Ricardo join our board?
Aye.
All right.
Aye. All opposed?
Aye.
Oh, okay. Passed
I didn't wanna
unanimously.
oppose just to give him a hard time, but
What you
All right.
think of Eastern Oregon, is that?
Yeah, he thinks of me, yeah, exactly. All right, so let's go ahead and swear him in real quick, that way he can be a part of our meeting, if that's all right.
And over there with referring.
All right, Ricardo. Right, yeah, one on your hand, right hand. I, Ricardo Rosales, do solemnly swear
I, Ricardo Rosales, do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America
that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America
and the Constitution of the State of Oregon,
and the Constitution of the State of Oregon
and the laws thereof,
and the laws thereof,
and will faithfully and honorably perform the duties
and will faithfully and honorably perform the duties
of Board of Directors member
of Board of Directors member
in and for the county and state
in and for the county of state,
aforesaid to which I have been appointed,
aforesaid of which I've been appointed,
to the best of my ability, so help me God.
to the best of my ability, so help me God.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Welcome aboard, bud.
Thank you, thank you.
Sit on the cool end.
Now, big mind.
We will get you a name plaque,
Official.
official one, ordered up tomorrow.
Awesome, appreciate it.
Is he here?
Yeah, that's him.
He's the middle one?
Yeah,
I'm the one on the bottom?
yep.
All right, Ricardo, if you could sign the middle of that, we will have you officially be on board with us. Thank you. Oh, thank you for making him a plaque. That's great.
Yeah.
Perfect. Now to go to George.
I'll make a copy for you
Yeah.
and I'll send that off to the county.
All right, welcome, Ricardo.
Appreciate it, thank you.
Oh, and you have a book for him already.
Yep.
Nice. All right, thank you. Park Master Plan update, George A.
All right, the park master plan is coming along. We're in our final draft. I just sent out tonight to you guys a copy. I actually made hard copies, but the hard copies did not print out good. And I don't know why, it's just all gibberish. So, I sent you a electronic version to look at. I tried a different way of trying to see if I could print out, but it was gonna come out garbage, so I didn't print those out. They want a revision, they wanted, have you guys take a look and see if there's anything that needs to be corrected in your opinion. If you got time, great. We have a week to revise it. And it'll be a draft form still. And it looks good. There's places I'm like, oh, just dagger to my heart, because comments from public are in there and some of them aren't always good, you know? They were being honest, so that's okay. If you do see something that needs to be corrected, we've gone through it. I've had my staff go through it. I've gone through it on previous drafts, and now we're getting down to the last end of it. What does need to happen in January, either, I wrote this down, so I went for it, the 13th or the 20th of January, we need to have a meeting, a full meeting with the city council. And that'll be the date, either the 13th or the 20th, a Tuesday. That date, we will accept the policy. There'll be discussions and stuff on that date with everybody, but I need you to see which calendar date would work best for you guys.
when do the council typically meet for their, like, with city council?
They're usually
It's a
the
Monday?
first
It's a Monday, right? It's a Tuesday.
Tuesday.
It would be an option for us to do a Zoom for us if they're gonna meet and do it there. I mean, that way then it's just done. I'm thinking about
Yeah.
time, because that's probably just a shorter meet together, correct?
We didn't talk about that possibility, but I don't. Brent, can we have him speak for the city?
Yes. I don't think it's just gonna be a real short, I mean, it's going over everything and
Also, it's gonna be a little bit,
I
okay,
think it'll be a little bit.
okay.
The only problem is we have the 13th, we play Mac High at home in a four banger, and then the 20th, we play Irrigan at home in a four banger. So. I could probably come, but Mr. Kifty's not coming because his kids play basketball.
I mean, it's always an option, like the virtual is always there, you don't have to be in person.
Okay.
So,
Do we just need to have a quorum?
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause
So. One of us, I'll be at the meeting, but Mr. Christie won't be, because his kids playing.
So the park is voting to accept it?
yeah, we have to.
Well,
Yeah,
then, so you have to publish our meeting too then?
Yep. Yep.
For that sole purpose.
yeah, but I'd really like to see if we can switch that date then, cause if we got a conflict,
I mean, you'd have it before, you'll have the plan before to be able to review it. I mean,
yeah, they've got the draft that we have right now.
That's the final one.
How do we have it?
I just sent it out tonight to your email.
So Ricardo's emails be set up.
What's the
tomorrow?
summary of our role in the park master plan, or in the master plan? What's a summary? I've never heard back on what our role is.
Well, it's a 10-year plan that
Mhm.
you guys adopt. For the district, and we try to adhere to what's in that. For-
And what is in it? Summarize for me.
Summarize, I would say it gives us where we want to go, basically in the next 10 years, what projects we wanna do, which, taking in what the public has gave us for input, what they want, and we were able to, so now that's not realistic that we can't do that. Some of the projects are projects that are, are sooner and some are later. And they've got that broken down. They did a cost analysis for all the projects. And it's in there, and they broke it down between what the city's doing and what we do. It's,
And this is needed for grants and
Yeah.
that kind of thing. Okay,
yep, it goes right for that very purpose.
okay.
The last one was done, when Ted was here. And he accomplished everything up to the time when he left.
Nice.
He had met up on all his requirements.
Over that
right
20-year
away.
span or whatever it
Yep.
was.
Yep.
So can you not right now, but I'm assuming there's a section for us versus the city,
Well, it's
or is it all incorporated?
It's all incorporated
You know what
in a
those are.
sense. There'll be like in one section, they'll talk about the city, then they talk about the district. And then the next section about the city, then the district. So it's broken up that way. So there's different chapters, but each chapter is broken up between the city and then our part as a district.
Okay,
How big of a document am I reading?
that,
It's a bit, it's not, no, this is multiple, okay? There's, I wanna say about 110 pages in the master plan, and then the appendices, there's another 100 pages. So it's a big document. I don't think you'll have to do any corrections in the appendices. It's gonna be this the first one. That if you catch anything, hopefully we've caught everything, but you never know. I mean, there's always something that gets that doesn't get hit,
okay,
so, but it is,
January meeting. We have to vote to approve it, and the city council has to vote to approve it, and then it becomes adopted. So both of us have to agree to it.
yeah. And now that's the reason
those
we're trying to do it together.
oh, okay. I was gonna say you can't have them approve it first and then we approve it, knowing that we're going to be approving.
Well, we talked about that, and I can't remember if it was Carlo or if it was, Giselle from the company saying it's better to do it one shot, one together.
Okay,
So I was going. Okay,
all
we'll
right,
see
as
what-
long as you're in charge of publishing it, we just have to have 3 people there. And to know that the board has at least skimmed through it and they know what those 3 people are approving,
Okay. So,
and that's the direction you wanna take.
well, there's stuff on there that's, you'll see the projects. I mean, there's, projects we can't do because of the court, but they're in there,
Yeah, of course,
so.
yeah. Okay. Well, I'll be there as long as it's not over the long weekend that we have in January.
So. Yep, that's that.
And the city council will have already read through it too. It's not a discussion panel, right? It's an approval panel? Okay,
Now, I'm sure there can be tweaks and modifications, like, we approve a bait, with this modification, if that does come up, but the hope is that that's all done prior.
Yeah.
okay. Yeah,
Cause-
just let us know.
Okay.
I'm sure we can make three of us work. We have Ricardo now. And if these two can't make it, then maybe Rick and Ricardo and I can make it. We'll see.
Varsity basketball that night,
Yeah,
depends on if Jack's on the varsity team, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just trying-
yeah, we'll do what we can. So you just let us know the date,
okay.
okay?
Let me just ask, is there a better date in those 2 weeks that would work better that I could see if we can work with the city on? And I know it's mostly up to sports, but that's not necessarily true because you got other commitments and he's got other.
Tuesdays are actually pretty good for me.
Okay,
Tuesdays are good for me too, as long as it's not the one right after Martin Luther King.
and I have no clue what Martin Luther King Day is.
It's like the 19th or
19th?
something.
Okay, so not that 20th. Okay, so the 13th would be our choice.
Yeah, is that yeah, 13th is what you're thinking?
Yep.
Okay,
Let me just flip over and really check that real quick.
yeah,
Yeah,
19th is. Martin
19th
Luther,
is
yeah.
Martin Luther. Okay, so we'll tell the.
Just remind us next week or next meeting, let's have it in concrete by then.
Okay.
By the November meeting so that, because we're not, all of us would really like to not have phone calls in December.
Copy that.
Okay. B, SDAO bond update.
Okay, the bond update is, really, we got, the letter that we had to sign and I passed that on to the Krista, to you. And the other piece we got was the resolution, which is under new business that we'll take care of. Those are the two. They're starting to send some information. I just got it too late to put in here. There's not, and I haven't even gone through what they sent on Friday. So I'll get, this next month, we'll probably have a lot of information. And I imagine Dave will be joining us through Zoom as well.
So we're gonna adopt this next month.
The resolution we can do this month. Okay,
So I guess.
but it's under new business.
My only question is, remember he said that he would tell us whether it's time to go, and I just want to know if anything changed in the last month.
No, we need to go. From what he was telling me when I last talked to him,
When was that?
that was 2 weeks ago. So, and there's another lady she sent stuff, like I said, on Friday. And I haven't gone through that to know what that says.
So first of all, I don't have whatever you sent me. What did you send me? from him?
The agreement. There's a letter of agreement for Dave to be our
Oh, to
representative.
engage business
Yeah.
with him?
Yeah,
Okay, I don't have that. If you could, it's not that you didn't send it. I might have, who knows if I deleted it. So just, if you could resend that to me, I would appreciate it.
okay,
I don't have that. Unless you have it, you can print off, when I could just sign it tonight.
I'll print it out tonight.
Hmm. So the resolution then authorizes us to proceed?
This one, it does, it also, it's authorizing to refund the bond. To redo it, it delegates, who can work with them. And then the security of the bond. Just goes over the laws on it, and then the effective date, starting on today's date.
Okay. All right, thank you. So we will sign the letter later. We'll approve the resolution under new business. Is that it for that then?
Yep.
Okay. HR hiring update?
Okay, we've got it down to 2 candidates. November 3rd, next Monday, we're going to do a second round in the evening. I'm inviting all the board to come to that. We'll start at 6 o'clock. And we'll do just the two interviews. Both candidates are very upbeat. They're lacking in some experience in this area. There's no question about that, but they either have some experience, or they have some, what's the word, qualifying, experience that makes it fit. Both have some education in it as well in the area. So I'm using HR Answers to come up with these round of questions for this this interview. I had to send them the previous questions. And then also the job description and the announcement for this position.
What is our role? What is the board's role at that interview process?
You'll just be on the interview panel.
Okay, so if you have more than three of us, then we have a meeting. So are you gonna post it then?
If
Like,
we're
is it a
gonna have
special
three,
meeting?
if we're gonna do, it would be a special meeting, if we're gonna have three of you there for that. And I'd have to post it, and I'm okay with that.
Well, it's not open to the public, so does that mean we needed an executive session then?
I would say yes on that. That's a good point. Because of the purpose of it's for hiring, and
Yeah.
that's one of the reasons to have an executive
So who
session.
all is gonna be there? Let's get that out of the way right now.
Time are we talking?
It'll be at
6 p.m.
6 to about, I'd say 7:30. We'll be out of here by 7:30 is the goal. Figure a half hour with each candidate, and then about a half hour to discuss if we need that much.
I'm not sure.
Okay,
I might have a
no,
conflict.
okay, so John's out.
What was the date?
Next Monday, the 3rd.
Next Monday, the 3rd. I'm available.
Could you just double check with the SDAO and make sure that we can have three board members?
Yeah, that's,
Cause technically, the only person that we really are in charge of hiring is the CEO. I just don't know if we're crossing our board members' duties. You know what I'm saying?
that's why I asked what our role was, if we were in listen only mode, kind of a thing. Or if we were.
Well, it was my idea to bring more of you on board because
Mhm. Yeah,
basically, if George and I make this decision, then the only people that own up and have an investment in that decision is, I would like your
Yeah.
input because
Yeah,
like he shared earlier, I think they both have a lot of good qualities.
yeah,
HR experience isn't probably their strong suit, but I
Mhm.
think they could learn the job.
mhm,
I mean, the struggle, as I shared with you, is it's a half-time position with no benefits, so
Right.
it really limits. We're not gonna get rock star HR person walking in the door
right.
with what we're offering as a package.
That's why I was wondering if, if you do two people, you wouldn't necessarily have to be. You wouldn't.
You don't
Right.
have to have a meeting at all to do
Yeah.
that stuff, so.
if you do
So,
two
I
people,
mean,
like Ricardo and you.
Yeah, if we
or-
have two, then we wouldn't have to do anything to worry about.
I
having
do
it.
want the FDA or to just ask them about
Yep.
if we're gonna do, so we have me and Ricardo
Mhm.
available, you're not available?
The only reason no, I am available, but the only reason I say Ricardo is Ricardo hires a lot of people. He interviews a lot of people, don't you?
If you were meaner to your
Yep,
work,
I just
you
did
hire
6
a lot more
interviews.
people. Yes, at Tuesday and 5:00. Wait till you see me on Thursday.
Yeah, Ricardo has been through a lot of interviewing.
I'm all right. I just wanted more input from the board because we're gonna have to deal with this higher to
Yeah.
at a level,
Yeah,
so.
Okay.
Okay, I will check with SDA on that, and I will we'll move forward then with the interviews at 6 o'clock on Monday, the 3rd.
We're at audit update now.
And I don't have anything new unless you've heard anything from Mindy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh, the-
We'll just
oh,
keep
go
it on the
ahead.
agenda then.
What's that?
We'll keep it on the agenda
Yep.
for next one.
Yeah, the only thing I had on that audit update is that, Kim from Barnett and Morrow. She emailed me and she said that, all the reconciliations are caught up. I think that you guys are in good place. We would like to recommend that you start having two officers or board members review the bank statements and reconciliation and sign off of them each month. It is a standard operating procedure to have someone who isn't writing the checks or performing the bank reconciliation review and sign off of it, but you don't write checks, so you're one of them.
Yeah, I don't write checks.
Yeah, which is why we've been having, yeah, cause that's part of your job anyway.
Yeah,
But yeah, they're wanting, she thinks that, a board member, so it'd be you and a board member would need to probably review bank statements, so. You might just throw them out there for, I don't mean to be so lackadaisical about that, but maybe, have them available prior to a meeting, that way if the board wants to see them prior to the meeting, we can jump in and do that.
you bet. So I would,
Just have them out.
Yep.
Okay, and then we'll put them away. Is that okay with everyone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now we know why Ricardo's on the board.
Yeah.
The
that's
money
right.
maker.
That's right.
By the way, John, thanks for the Diet Coke.
You're welcome.
I didn't realize it.
did I miss up there?
Nope,
He's a Diet Coke guy.
I've been changing. I'm over here now.
New business, officer elections. So we have president, vice president, and then a secretary treasurer combined, correct?
Correct. I make a motion for Krista to.
So my concern is that I only have a year and a half left and somebody needs to get used to that spot because we have 4-year terms. Who else is up for running in 2027? Is it him?
Yes.
Not me. I'm retired.
No, his election, his spot will be
So
open.
he and I both,
Ricardo will have to run also.
yeah. Yeah. But David and I are both up for reelection.
Yeah,
I'm not.
well, this one was up also.
You have to
When
get-
Luis
Yes,
would
you're
have been,
correct.
but
Oh,
being,
Luis.
Because he didn't
He
serve
would've-
half his term. You have to, it's kind of like when you guys appointed me,
Yeah.
I had to run. the
Yeah.
next- Even though
Next.
it wasn't that seat spot, but because if you don't serve half the term before they appoint somebody.
Right,
Uh-huh.
so,
not quite right. SDAO, not SDO, but the law says that for special districts, if you are appointed, you have to run that next.
You have to?
Election, yep,
Well, but if it's less than 2 years. You're already running because that term would already be coming up. Does that make sense?
Maybe, well, you had less than 2 years.
well, like
If
if John,
Luis
if
would have
John,
stepped away in August of next year. He would have been halfway over his term. So he would run in the normal election. If you take it before the 2 years is up, you have to run at the midpoint and again. At the 4-year point, because that's what I had to do. I'd run twice.
yeah, I had to do the same thing when I got appointed, and it just. Because the law says if you are appointed, you have to run in the very next election. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter time, you have to run.
But
And
the
then
seat where
if
the-
it's, if his time, if the normal time frame to get elected,
mhm,
if that's the next one, then he would have to run again. But this one, in this
either
case, it's
he would
not.
be in 27.
Yes, he
Yeah.
will be in 27, but that's the normal pattern
Yeah,
for that one. So he won't have to run in the 29.
yeah, okay,
He'll be in 31, he'll have to run again. So, but your 3 spots will be the 3 that will be running this year. So,
7,
what's
not
that?
this year, 2027.
In 27, yeah, your 2 spots are for 29. So.
he's giving me the side eye.
I already made a motion.
Yeah.
It's on.
But it hasn't been seconded, hasn't been seconded.
Oh, second, I'm sorry. Did we-
Oh, yeah, great. Oh, man. You
Here-
guys
here-
are
here-
killing me.
Here's what I'll say, that I'm done in 27.
So am I. So
Um,
I agree
And
with him.
I would, I mean, I think Krista does a good job. She has a little bit of flexibility to the job. But if she does take this position and we elect her, next year, this time, somebody else is gonna have
Yeah.
to take over, because you're gonna have to have a little
Yep.
feet wetting before the new board comes on board.
That's what I
These
was.
these are 1 year office, right?
Mm,
Yeah.
Well, we're going to make it that, yeah. I think is it 1 or 2?
The one.
1. Oh, good. Yeah, 1.
So since we're in discussion mode, would you be all right with that?
Yeah. I say that.
I mean, I just,
The hesitation.
that gives John and Rick enough time to grasp their head around what the job.
You're in your second term, aren't you? You've been doing this for 4 years.
Yeah.
He already knows what he's doing.
That's why he gave me the side eye and was first to
So you
speak.
jumped out right away. It could fail, this vote could fail and you have to do a new one.
Any other discussion?
Look at, he's already taken over control.
All right, all in favor?
Alright.
What?
I'm gonna just say, I'm gonna be the naysayer just because I appreciate what you do and I understand that you're on your way out. And so I struggle with that.
I do too.
I
I do
mean,
too.
but I also understand where we're at and we need your leadership at least for another year. But I don't want you to be miserable for a year.
Well, we could always revisit this, right, in the spring,
We
if
can,
we wanted to.
we can.
Like somebody said, hey, I really wanna take that. We could technically revisit
I
it.
don't disagree
We
with
don't
that.
do a president-elect type thing, huh? Like the vice president's not considered the next,
Oh, the next person in line, if I
No.
say, hey, I want out of this, yeah.
well, next in line automatically if you're gone, but we don't do like a president-elect that knows they're going to be
Oh.
president.
No,
Is that,
No,
I always thought that was helpful if a person knew they could watch for a year, knew they were gonna take over. Then they would be, preparing themselves and training themselves to take that position.
yeah.
Uh,
Are you volunteering yourself?
No, I was volunteering John.
I'm
Yeah,
I'm
After this school year.
a reluctant, yes.
I'm a senior, so.
oh, okay, so you're changing your vote to an aye.
After
reluctant
June
aye.
happens, it'd be like.
And Krista, your vote?
I'm sorry, yay, I'll go ahead and say
Okay.
yay to that.
Thank you.
So are we unanimous on that?
You are unanimous.
Okay, what about
Vice.
vice president? And John is our current standing VP, correct? Would you be willing to do that again, or is it,
Yeah, I can.
okay?
I would move to nominate John as vice president.
A second.
Oh, geez, got what I did.
Is there any discussion on that? No, okay, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All right,
Okay,
And then secretary treasurer. Currently, we have David in place.
probably one of the greatest note takers. Out there.
Are either of, anybody else here interested? Cause you're not gonna hurt David's feelings, like he would be. Secretary treasurer, no?
Why are you looking at me?
cause you're the only one left.
I know, it's like, I mean, I know that you write the minutes for a special,
That's really all
that's
I've
about
got.
it. What about,
I've never had to run a meeting because one of them.
and what does the treasurer do?
Nothing.
Because you really.
It's-
We have a,
Title.
yeah, just.
I mean, I was hoping to get some friend benefits, some donuts every month, but
Right.
wasn't able to get a credit card.
If I get a credit card, I'll do it. So I'm fine with you doing it, but I
You
can do it too. I
I
don't
can
care.
do it.
Okay,
Either way.
all right, I'm gonna nominate David for,
I'll second.
all in favor?
I,
Aye.
Hey, wait, we have an executive session tonight. I gotta take notes out.
You're welcome.
What was your vote, sir?
Oh. Say yes.
Okay. All right, so all unanimous on all three.
All right, we're all super reluctant on that. That's great. All right, bond resolution 2025-004.
25 dash?
Oh, did I just say 24? 2025-004?
You said 202, but it's just 25.
Oh, sorry, just 25-004. My apologies.
Oh, good.
Make sure that you cross that out in your book because that is, the copy in your book is incorrect and probably needs to be fixed manually.
Yeah, if you fix it manually, I was just going, that'd be easier fix than me trying to print them all out.
Oh, yeah,
again.
yeah, for sure. Okay, so I'll take a motion to approve this resolution 25-04.
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 25-004.
Thank you. We have a second.
Second,
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Passed unanimously.
You just need to sign it.
Well, we can
We can do it real quick, so thanks.
always pass it around.
We need a pen.
Okay. I won't give you the invisible ink, well, then they did.
Okay, and then George, tax,
Let's see, who did the first, who made the motion?
I made the motion and Rick.
For what?
Who seconded?
For the resolution?
Oh, you.
I made the motion.
John made the motion, I second.
Okay, thank you. And it was unanimous.
She did, but she was just reading it. Okay.
Great.
I thought, yeah, apparently I was just reading it. All right. Tax budget information from county, George.
Okay, you have in your packet, page, I think 7B through 7E. Mike Gorman sent this out and then he just sent me a revised version of it. The first version, he had put down the wrong amount by 500,000, which I was going, oh, that's good money that we were gonna get, but that's not accurate. If you're, let's look at 7C, because that's the important one that shows how much money is coming in. The difference is in the two columns that show the amounts. The inside limit, that is going to our general LGIP account. So that's ours to spend how we need to do, our general fund.
Which one, George?
That's what's called the general government inside limit, this first column.
Is that up from last year?
That's a good question. It's probably, no, it's about the same. It's really close to the same there on that, if I remember right.
That's just for the park.
Yeah, that's park funds that we get for tax.
Okay.
Okay,
The outside limit is down. By like I said, about 500,000. And the reason being is this is what goes to the bond. From the county, that money, because that's the amount we put in on our budget that we were gonna pay. From tax money. So that's why it's down, because we are paying out of our LGIP fund that we have. We're using a chunk of it that we have been saving up. Because if you remember when we did our budget, that was one thing that Lynn said, we need to spend that money.
because we had excess money in there.
We did. To me, it was like, ooh, I keep looking down the road when we're gonna have those $1 million. But it actually was a good thing, and I'll explain that here in a minute, but that's how much you're gonna pay toward our bond, that much, and that's how much we're gonna get for taxes. In that, okay? Now, when you turn it over, he sent this to me today, and I did redo this page, I did get time to redo this. This is amount of money we're gonna get extra. This is from our SIP agreement from the Amazon site that is out on Bombing Ridge. So for the rec district, we're gonna add on to that 775,000, you can add on another 156,000 that will go into that.
Oh, and then the bond's the 183.
The 183, that will go toward the bond
Okay,
on that.
which must have been why we had the extra money from before too. because
Yeah,
we
it
had
just,
money
we're
from the
just getting
city.
more
Yeah,
money's been coming,
yeah,
so
okay.
that's exactly right.
So we're gonna get something like that with the Amazons that are going.
Yeah, as you will get more SIP money as each site comes on board. Once they come on, then
And
we
that's a
start getting.
15-year agreement.
Yep. So,
And
there'll be a new one that'll come on this year for us. So
Okay.
as they come on, we will be. I think I'm okay not worrying about that $1 million payments they're coming down the road here in 15 years. We should have enough money at that point for those. Okay. And then the last one I want to point out was you've got in your property tax report, you should have got this little slip of paper. And if you looked at it, you could see that our park bond, we were able to decrease the amount there by almost 20 cents, which is a huge decrease, where we did the most of anybody on that. So our new rate for the bond is the 0.1117.
Which is nothing compared to what
Yeah.
we, yeah.
So to me, this was a great thing because it also, it helped toward the school bond in that sense.
Mhm.
Because that was a huge, I mean, that's a big amount, but for us, taking another 20 cents off is huge. For
Look at the
everybody.
Ione school
But
board.
it might come back though,
Yes.
right, next year,
Yeah,
right?
I mean, especially with
Yeah.
what we're doing with SDAO with the bond, refunding the bond and doing
Okay.
everything, it'll go back up. But we want to keep it as low as possible for us in that sense to keep our constituents happy. So, and if we end up having to go out for a new bond, I mean, we've done a great job of lowering ours down a huge amounts. So that's a
Is that what we've done, or is that what the economic growth in this county's done?
I would say it's a both. I think the move that Lynn put on for us for our budget to that we paid a bunch off, that was a help toward this as well. So, I'd say it's a combination of both.
Yes.
Right?
Thank you.
Yep.
We are on to the financial report.
Okay, just an update on the finance report on 8B. We did get 100,000 from Morrow County School District for education through the summer rec program. And we also received over 65,000 from Port of Morrow for individual and family annual passes in September. That's on 8B.
That's just we took that off, remember?
Huh?
There's not, it's not 8B, it's just page 8.
Just 8, okay,
Yeah.
sorry. Okay, going on to page 9. At month end September 30th, on the bank statement, we had $192,740. On the LGB park, we had $3,416,736. And the rec LGP, we had $734,838,000. So total cash balance, according to the statements, was $4,344 and $313.43. Going on to the revenue. On page 10, you'll notice that the campground brought in $40,871 in September. The rec center, that $185,767, included the 100,000 on for Morrow County School District and 65,000 from Port of Morrow. So in reality, they only brought in 25,000 for the month of September. We did bring over 200,000 from LGIP because in late August, we made a mistake by transferring from checking to LGP 100,000. It should have been the other way around, and that's why we transferred over 200,000. Going on to page 11. And this is the camp revenue. If you look on actually page 12, We were 6% down from the year before in September. And then on page 13, it says a recap of LGIP. What happened there? We received no property taxes in the month of September, but we still received interest on both accounts. Therefore, the rec center ended up with $734,838, and the park LGIP ended up with $3,416,736 in the account. Let's go on to page 14. It is all the checks that we wrote for bill payment. And the ones that are missing, it's either payroll, garnishment, or credit card payments. That's why you don't see those checks in there. On page 15. So we spent $72,433 in bill payments for the month of September. Going on into the treasury report, we have $185,666 in checking, and general LGIP and rec center LGIP matches what's on the bank statement. The GO bond is due December 15th. This is an interest payment of $251,043.75. The BODOC loan is due in June of 2026, so $14,169. And this report includes all checks written and deposits through 9/30 for all funds.
Can I put you on hold just for a sec?
Sure.
The goats cost us $2,700. For the goats?
Yeah. Next year, hopefully we will have that, paid off through the Corps of Engineers. But because we weren't on, they had already spent all their money on what they were taking care of. So I asked to be put into that configuration as well. Since we're on Corps land and I'm going, you can pay for this too. So. But it was definitely worth it.
It looks a lot better. Sure.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Back on page 11.
I'm back.
Okay.
Okay.
If you, the red up there. Total discounts associated with reservations. Explain to me, so we have something in parentheses for 24 that's in red. When I see red, I think of negative. But then we have a negative 331470 in September. So one's in parentheses and then marked with red, and the other one's just a negative.
Okay.
So what is that?
It's probably that I just didn't go in there and change it. You can change it from black to red. So that's the only difference.
So are we in the so what's the parentheses versus? So parentheses in red means a negative as well?
Yeah,
So that's the same as then. So we really only were like $300 difference.
yes,
Okay. That's what I was wondering. I was like, okay, because
Yeah.
to me, a red and negative or red in parentheses means the same as the negative on the other side.
yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, it
Okay.
does.
Okay,
It says different colors, I guess.
okay,
Yeah.
all right. Thank you for
Yeah.
clarifying.
But quickly, George, just something triggered a thought. Have we ordered porta potties for the boat dock for winter?
No, we won't do that until, well, it is time. We haven't closed down the bathrooms yet, but that's when we do it.
Perfect.
Okay, is there any questions up to page 16, the treasury report? No, okay, let's keep on going. 17, it's just a breakdown of the boat dock loan, how much we paid. That sort of thing. We still owe $14,169, which will be paid in June of 26. Going forward on page 18,
June 25? June 25, right?
June 25. Oh,
No, it should be
26.
26 is when we'll pay it off.
oh, yeah. Sorry, but I.
Well, what are we paying in 05? In 25, you have down June of, oh, we've already passed June. Oh my God, I really looked at that one. We've already passed June of 2025.
Yeah, we paid 14,000 in June 25.
So did we transfer anything this last summer?
Yes, we transferred 14,000. That is on there. Transfer on 6/12/24 was 14.
Oh,
Yeah,
I've gotcha.
Yeah.
So you're thinking next year we should be able to pay that off?
yes,
Okay.
yeah. Going on to page 18, it's a capital outlay. We haven't really bought anything. From July until September. We are starting to purchase items in October. We just recently bought a pool cleaner. And all you do is you just plug it in and it goes down to the bottom of the pool and it just cleans the pool. It's a robot,
Yep. So just a vacuum for the pool.
just vacuum for the pool. We also bought 3 benches and one other item. It was a climber base with a console. So we're trying to get more things that are more expensive, so they last longer than a month or a couple months. So that's that's about.
Those aren't on there yet.
Oh, okay, I
Cause
was
they
gonna
were,
say.
they're
okay.
just bought.
Yeah, they
Okay.
were just bought this year, this month, sorry. Hey,
So you'll start a new one for the 25-26 year?
Yep.
Okay.
yeah,
When's the gym floor refinishing happening? Where did it already happen?
We already did that. We did that. We did a major one 2 years ago and then we did a touch up this spring or this, I think it was Thanksgiving time last year.
Last year? Okay.
Yeah,
Jennifer.
so.
Going on to the geo bond, the first page is just what we have paid. And then on page 20th, you'll see the payment that's due on the 15th of December, that $251,043.75 due is due on December 15th. And
So
that's
if you
it.
look at that, on that page 20, you can see how the payments are gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger. And you see where we're getting to the $1 million payments. And that's the ones that just go, oh. So,
So that's why, if you look on the LGIP page, that's why we're keeping those huge amounts in there, just to cover those payments coming up in the years ahead. Okay, going on to the budget versus actual on page 21. Let's just start with the highlighted things. The first thing was the overnight fees. In September, there was over 88,000 that just came in for overnight fees, which is amazing still. So we're actually at 80% right now of the budget total. And I think obviously it will go down, but in the spring it will go right back up. Long-term overnight fees are starting up. It started in September 29th, 30th, and it will go until March 31st to 26th. If you keep on going down, the day passes for September were 29.79. For September, it is low, but it's on course for that $50,000 budget at the end of the year. I highlighted the wrong thing. It should have been annual family, not monthly family. We are at 262% income for annual family, so that's pretty good. Going on to page 22. We billed ODOT 6,000. This was for January through June contract labor, mowing lawns, watering, that sort of thing. But we haven't received a payment yet. And then if you look at donations miscellaneous for 2264, it should actually just be $666. The dividend from SAFE was $15.98, and it should have been under miscellaneous, not a donation. Going on to page 23, we are still getting interest from investments. We are at 26%, so we're right on target, I think, of reaching that 187,000 for interest. The HR manager position, well, the second round is on Monday, so that's why we don't have anything in that column yet. Aquatic coordinator, what is made up of $2.77 for each hour the head guard works. I misinterpreted the CEO when he said that they're taking away that 277 because the head guards aren't really doing that aquatic coordinator job. So I have to put that back in, and you'll see an amount in there next month. If you go on to page 24, there's 3 lifeguards highlighted and a front desk receptionist highlighted. The reason why I highlighted these is because there was a lot of open lifeguard shifts available. So people just hop on it, and it's basically just these 4 individuals who hop on it and have major overtime. So they're trying to bring on more lifeguards, so to diminish the overtime at the rec center. On the next page, the admin fees is background checks is 28.54. That's pretty good for July through October. And then we're gonna keep on going to page 26. Okay, computer subscriptions. The reason why I highlighted this is we're trying to combine the club automation and Camp Life, the park and the rec center into one website. It's called Kaizen, and it's $36,600 that we paid either in September or October. But because we're on a accrual basis, I had to take that off. And then each month I have to add a percentage back on each month to cover that. But Kaizen, once it's up and running, hopefully in December or January, then we can get rid of Club Automation and Camp Life, and you'll just see one website. The CEO also talked to QuickBooks about getting people to clock in and out from QuickBooks. So we don't have 2 companies, UAttend and what's the other one? When we work. So it will just be one company that we had to deal with instead of 2. So that's why I highlighted that one. Donations, the CEO wanted me to add an account called Perry Linderman. And 800 went off that donation, and we were left with 600. The $600 was divided up into $300 increments. One went to Fuzzball Animal Rescue, and the other one went to Pet Rescue Humane Society. This was part of the 5K pet walk that they did in September, and that's what the money went towards when people pay. Going on to page 27, if you look at the next highlighted one, it's called Gaming Club. This is a new after-school program that I think meets twice a week, is that right? And that is just for snacks, $41.32. The next one that's highlighted is miscellaneous. When I was looking through the budget for actual, there's too many miscellaneous items everywhere, so I'm trying to combine everything into one area. I accomplished that today, but you can't see it on here, so next meeting, you'll see just one miscellaneous income and one miscellaneous expense instead of 3 or 4 in each section, so that's why I highlighted that one. On the next page is contract labor. This is what's under contract labor: Express Services, Cloudbert, Sunrise, Joe Randolph, and Camtech. Joe Randolph, the CEO wanted me to transfer it back to Gaming Club because he's the one that runs the after school program. So that's where that went. Camtech is a company that comes in and does the fire monitoring equipment, so that's what that is. That's for their labor that they had there. Going on to page 29, the transfers out will be done in June 26, if we have the money. and capital outlay, we didn't really do anything till this month, when we bought that equipment for the rec center. Any
So
questions?
these transfers out on page 29, those are for, last year's. Are those for last year's budget?
No, this is for this year's budget, for 25-26.
Why are we transferring to our reserves? Usually we do that in June, because if we don't have the money, we don't do them.
Right.
They haven't been transferred out yet.
Oh,
But they haven't
actual
been-
is blank.
Yeah,
Okay, sorry,
Yep.
she pointed that out, and I was like, wait a minute, why did we do those? Okay, so back on, page 22. Did you put the 100,000 under the, did you break that out into the 1370 or 1380 series? Debits there?
Okay, the 100,000.
Yeah,
Okay, so when I did the bill to Moore County School District,
Mhm.
I put 25,000 to Fantastic Kids. And 74,000 to Teen Summer, which came out to 100,000.
I was just wondering, because, George, you have budgeted, so what you've done, so by doing that. I realize that's what you billed it under, like, that's what you called it,
Mhm.
but. But we didn't budget in that department for that, we budgeted down under. Youth program grants, under 1503 is
Okay,
where George,
okay, so that
is that
should,
not right, George?
Yep.
That's
okay,
where you
so-
budgeted for that
Yeah.
school district.
so that should go under there.
I'm thinking it should, yeah.
Okay,
I mean, you
so-
can call it whatever you want when you invoice them, but when it comes in, it probably needs to go under the budget for the youth program grants.
Okay, yeah,
So that when he goes to do his budget, he's gonna know that we did bring in those
okay,
funds.
Yeah,
Does
okay.
that kind of make, does
yeah,
that work?
yeah,
Is
it
that
does,
okay for you, or?
yeah, it does,
Okay.
it's just probably because we broke it out into
Yeah.
different categories, so,
yeah,
yeah.
I understand why she did it the way she did it.
Yes,
but-
yes.
But we'll tweak it. make it
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, I'll trick it and make it right next time.
Yeah,
There has to be subcategories you can put them.
Yeah.
For, yeah. Just so that when we get to the end of the year, we as the board and the public can recognize that we're closer to that 150,000 in grants than what, so he's not shorting himself when he goes to do his new budget
Yes,
in the
that's,
right departments.
yes, that should be 134,000
Yeah.
instead of 34,000.
Yeah.
Got it,
Okay,
yeah.
okay, thank you, gosh, that was great.
Still going on cash unless you're okay with me not talking anymore?
Yeah, you're fine, you're fine. I think you're just fine on the cash basis. The accrual one was very good. Thank you. Are you guys okay with?
Yep.
Her financials?
Okay, so the only thing that I wanted to point out on the cash side, is the incentives, on page 32. This account is, we get money, I'm not sure where it comes from, but it's just on the bank statement called incentives. And this is to, promote, support operations and provide access to recreation programs and services. And I'm not sure who gives us that, but it's just called incentives on the bank statement. So I looked it up on the internet.
Do you
And
know what it is?
Not sure right now.
yeah. So maybe I can.
He could tell us.
Yeah, I could
I-
look into it.
Yeah, I can show you, I can come in and sit down with you and go over the bank statement quick and just show you that area where it says incentives. And see if you can figure out what it means, because to me, it just means that someone is supporting us and giving us money to promote, to promote the rec center. So, not quite sure. Okay,
Let's have Ricardo check into that.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
can do
why
that.
don't you
Yeah.
go talk to him and,
Okay,
yeah,
okay. And then, just the campground A's, the last day was in October. And I think the last, seasonal maintenance person is leaving November 15th. And payroll is right on cue at 26%. And basically, that's it on the cash side, unless you have any other questions.
nope, great job.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. If we don't have any more discussion, I'll take a motion to approve the financials.
So moved.
Thank you. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Passed unanimously.
With that said, the CEO, went back through, there, it wasn't approved last, on the last, last meeting financials. So did you want me to include all those next month, or how do you want me, how do you wanna work that out? So in,
We don't have to approve them though. Like, do we? I mean, what, we didn't,
We didn't do any voting on last month's, so,
did we discuss them?
oh, yeah. Yeah,
Did we have issues on them?
nope. Nope, that was when you gave the compliment. Once he gave the compliment,
Forgot to go.
Forgot to go back to-
Oh.
Well, I thought we had actually done a motion and then I made that.
so I went back and watched the video, and,
Okay.
no, we missed it.
Oh, okay.
Well, then we can just go back to it at the, could we not?
Yeah,
We could do that next month. It could be in the.
So bring him back in.
Just really, yeah, quickly. we
Yep.
can just- I think if you just have them in the documents there, it is our job then to look through them before the next packet, and to just make that motion quickly.
Okay, so we'll bring,
Like we can do it right before we do the new
yeah,
financials.
I'll just put it as a item.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Previous.
yeah, thank you. Glad you brought that up. Glad somebody caught that. 9 correspondence. I'm assuming it's this. Did everybody get these?
No, I just brought it to bring here.
This is from a customer from the Hermiston School District, looks like. It says, "Hi Tego, first I must say how fantastic your lifeguarding staff is. I can be a bit picky as a longtime pool manager and lifeguard trainer. However, I'm continually impressed by the skills and professionalism of your guards. I realized today that I misunderstood. Okay. Thank you so much for your continued support and amazing, clean, safe, and fun facility you offer."
Didn't mention my son by name, just general.
Tammy Fisher is in charge of the HHS swim teams. Nice. That's very nice. I'm glad to hear it. That makes me feel better. Good about it.
I just think it's awesome that they recognized, you know, what we're doing for them and they, you know, they come in and those kids go. She gets, I've watched them practice and they just go, and our lifeguards are really paying attention and doing a good job. I appreciate our lifeguards for what we have right now. We'll get another class started up here pretty quick, it sounds like, so.
Does anybody have any questions on the campground update? Well, I'm sorry, moving on to district reports, campground A. Does anybody have any questions on that?
The staff has left, our aides, there are no more receptionists in the booth at this point, so we just have our manager taking care of business in there during the day, and then our camp officers bring in and take care of people that come in after hours. And there's not, we're down to not very many people staying the night, it's 3 to maybe 6.
Yeah,
Weekends a little bit more, but not much. I could say the numbers that are staying long-term, are keeping, it fluctuates just depending on the jobs. We had a whole bunch that were here at the 1st of October, and then they all got transferred down to Baker. But we've been told they'll be coming back most likely in January, so they're just where the jobs are. So.
what is the chemical tank? I'm sorry, I'm moving on to maintenance, what is the chemical tank fence project?
We have, the chemical tank that is on the, north side of the, pool storage. That, has to be fenced. That was one of our things that got dinged on by SDAO when they
Oh.
did the inspection.
Okay,
And so we got a grant, to get that fenced. We'll end up paying about we'll pay half the cost of that because of that grant required half. And then they cover the other half. Or they'll reimburse the other half is what it comes down to. We haven't gotten the grant yet. It'll cost us about $5,000 to fence it in. So we'll spend about 2,500 and then we'll get 2,500 from SDAO.
okay. Board, do you guys have any questions on, any of the reports? She has it in here, the Halloween maze is October 29th and 30th.
We're going to change that up, just because of the, rain that's coming in. I don't dare put hay bales out there. And we just had a change of personnel. Our youth rec coordinator has resigned. And so I took into consideration what you guys had given me for feedback and also what our manager, and we're gonna put that back into one position. So there'll be a rec coordinator. And she just got she got put into that position Monday. And so we're having, yeah, she's got a lot to do. But she's been great to just jump in and get things going as it is, so
So the 29th and 30th is probably out.
it's gonna be out.
So you're just doing the family maze during the trunk or treat?
I don't even think we're doing that.
Oh, okay. And that'll probably be indoors again at this age,
Yep.
right?
Yeah,
Okay.
so on that.
Yeah.
I know that's a football night and they're planning on going till 7:30, but does any of the board want to be there to hand out candy and stuff?
I went in a full dinosaur costume last year, so.
You were also.
And, oh, next.
That's why you're our president.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Purple,
No,
you weren't Barney?
I wasn't Barney.
Oh, you didn't step up to legendary status.
I was pretty cool looking. I was a nice dinosaur, not a mean one. He was green. He's the Toy Story
Oh.
dinosaur.
That's
Right.
If I'd ever seen Toy Story.
Hey, you're it, Chef's up there.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Barney,
It's a
Pretty
Pixar,
Barney,
man,
yeah.
come on.
Yeah. Yeah, so if anybody was interested in participating, you do have a couple, staff members that are doing that for us.
Yeah, I was planning on going myself, be
Good,
there,
yeah,
till 7:00.
okay.
So, but feel free to join us. I know you're gonna be out with your kid most
Yeah.
likely, so, Rick, you're more welcome to join me.
I still have 4 extra kids in the house.
Oh, you still have them? You'll be busy that night. So Krista, you're the only one.
I'll be out of town,
Okay.
sorry.
It's all right. We'll cover with my staff.
Alrighty, let's see here. CEO update, I don't think I even saw that. Is that in here? Oh, there you are. Okay, yeah, no, we're good. What is the admin section board?
In Orpa, they call them sections. So like there's a maintenance section, there's a aquatic section, it's just the groups. And so, I'm on the board for the group for the admin,
Okay,
that's all.
okay. Oh, that's great, thank you.
Yep.
Do we have any,
Well, on that, Takos actually the president for the aquatic section.
Oh, nice.
She got voted in this last year she just started her term as president on that.
Nice.
And Brad just went off of the maintenance section.
Okay,
Yeah, we don't have anyone else on any boards. And I know but we do get like our coordinators, we try to get them be very involved in
Yeah.
these, cause these are great groups to be involved with, because there's always a training or they're doing something every
Yeah.
month, video wise, and then they have classes every once in a while
yeah,
that they can go through for training.
good.
So,
Do we have any board member reports? All right, under other business, Norma Ayala. Texted me and asked, I'll just read it to you. It says, I would like to address the board, but I'll be in a meeting myself. I'd like to ask for the same usage on the insurance for indoor soccer. And I'll be coordinating it with the church again this year. Same groups as last year, starting next month, going all the way to March. Please let me know if you can present that. If not, she'd try to get somebody, but I told her I would. So are we okay with her using the parks insurance again, like she did last year?
And the sign up fees are going through the church.
correct, and she verified that with me this evening. Trying to find where she sent that. Cause I read it right before the meeting started, came in.
Refresh my memory that the sign up fees, they just a donation to the church to help them build it. Is that,
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know what those go to on that. This is what she said in her recording. She wanted to update the board on the payment options. They're gonna use a QR code, so it's gonna be a lot easier for parents to be able to sign up all of the payments and all of the payments. And then the payments will be made at the church. And that's what she shares. Just wanted to update you guys on that.
Okay, so are we okay with that? Did we have any trouble last year that would prevent us from wanting to say no? Yes, sorry, yes.
Provincial, yes, we didn't have any problems that we were brought to
Okay.
our awareness.
Okay. I would say we could probably go ahead and tell her that's okay. Right? Board? David? You're hesitating.
I just would like to know, I mean, I don't have a problem with those fees going to the church if they want to build towards a new build field. But we're using our insurance. And the revenue, I just would like to know where the revenue's going. Does that make sense?
I will follow up.
And not that I'm gonna say no if it's going to build the new Catholic church, that's fine. I just want that question answered,
Okay.
and I'm assuming they're gonna do it at Windy River or Sam Boardman.
I'm assuming that, yeah. I would
It'd be
say,
nice to know the dates that are planned. Not so much as a board member, but as an AD that trying to plan around things.
well, I do believe she's. She should be third on the list, cause the high school,
The problem is that sometimes I have to use your gym, as games get moved, because
yeah.
of weather and so, and it works well working with Rachel and all the youth stuff, because we can come up with a plan, but you start throwing in,
another group.
like,
another
even
group.
with Hans, it's sometimes difficult, because I gotta get in there and he's got class scheduled, and I don't wanna, but
Yeah.
if you know what's going on, it's easier to plan around it.
Yeah, I don't see any problems for us to
Okay.
having these.
Rick,
Fine.
Good.
Ricardo?
Yep.
Okay, so then, yeah, go for it.
Okay.
The last, page 51 is an OPC cost analysis.
Yeah, that was asked for me to do, and I left it off last month.
Mhm.
And that is the cost analysis for us. Taking care of, OPC, OPI. You can see, $5,321. That we, it's.
That we're paying out of pocket to maintain a field for the soccer, correct? Adult soccer.
Mhm.
And it's only used for adult soccer, it's not used for youth?
No,
Nothing
no,
we
we've
coordinate.
we've never used it for youth.
And we don't do anything other than maintain it.
Correct,
We don't-
the watering, and.
We don't get to
mowing.
use it for any of our programs, we don't,
We've never,
we've never ran any programs on it.
no. Nope, in
Will
the
that
past,
change when the freeway field goes away?
could, I mean, but we don't use the highway field. This year we used all at, San Boardman, Windy River.
Yeah.
That's where we stayed the whole time.
I think one of the issues might be if we ever get, in this town, we actually you get football. Then you'd have to figure out what that field would look like, because you'd have to share fields.
yeah,
Well, the potato field never gonna be an option for youth because of the trucking issue.
It's
around
dangerous
it.
there. I mean, there's a reason why we pulled out the high schoolers.
Yeah.
From there, it's not safe. But part of the reason. So,
I'm happy to maintain it because it's a benefit to our community, right?
it is,
I guess I
I
think
just-
this was brought up because we were having complaints. And we wanted to know what we had into it, right?
Yeah, I asked that
Yeah.
question for that, because at some piece too, is if we're doing a favor for
Mhm.
the potato, they have plenty of money to help pay for some of the costs. That's a lot of money. It's not like it's not like it's, $400. That's over $5,000, not including what it does on our equipment. So
yeah.
that's,
Something to consider.
I think that maybe we should reach out to OPI and see if they wanna do something with these numbers and say, do you wanna do like a cost share on that? Just to see what they,
Yeah, I know, I've got to set up a meeting with them anyway. There is a problem area down there that, Brad can't figure out. There's some sort of a leak down there and he's got to he needs to get the water turned off down there, so. We'll be setting up a meeting with, Luke down there to do that, and along with that,
yeah.
to me, the sports team should be paying part of this cost as well. So.
Right, and I think that if we are, that's where I think we're gonna have to, with that conversation, right? To have that conversation with them, but it's difficult for me to say if we don't own that property, where there's just mowing and maintaining, how are they really gonna pay us for that? Really, you need to pay the company. Cause it's like leasing the land, if you
Yeah.
will, right, for that, or, renting that place, and then the company could pay us, I think that's a lot cleaner.
Yeah.
In that piece, I just think for us, but that's my 2 cents, again, I don't know. You'd have to talk to them to see what they think about that. And times have changed from like 25 years ago when we started doing that as a favor, so.
is there a porta potty down there?
Yeah, there's two.
And
We
we're not
paid, we paid for one.
Is that on here?
No, it's not. I didn't even think about that till you just brought that up. Yeah, you're right.
Is one of those like $85 a month?
Yes, about that. Yeah.
It's gonna be another $1,000, give or take a little bit.
And I think it's great if we're getting can help out, I mean, I don't mind having, taking somebody to go do that and whatnot, if we get some financials back on it.
Okay. Cause not, they're gonna have to pay to take care of that themselves. I mean.
Mhm.
My big thing is I really hate seeing our equipment driven down,
Mhm.
and I know the city's coming down on that point of got a trailer up to take those lawnmowers, not driving on sidewalks or along on the road.
What I'm glad that we did this, because it's the same concept of like a year or two ago where we had some city stuff that we did. And the cost analysis was worth the city taking over,
Yeah.
so I think. Go with that.
All right, thank you for that. Why don't you go ahead and let me sign that letter for David, that commitment? Cross that off before I forget it.
It's printed off.
I'll have to go print a new one out for you. on that. This is, the board minutes from last month. Mhm. If you want to do the next one of, I think is that everything? We need
Yeah,
to
that's
recess?
it.
Okay, if you want to go ahead and recess and then I
Okay.
can.
We're going to adjourn our regular meeting at 7:33 PM and go into executive session under ORS 192.6602E to conduct deliberations with persons designated by the governing body to negotiate real property transactions. We're going to excuse do we don't have anybody online? So I guess we're gonna excuse everybody. Is Brandon
If you would like to
allowed
leave
to
him,
be here?
yeah, he can be if you invite him, he can. And I
Okay.
would recommend that.
Okay, all right, we'll go ahead and have Brandon Hammond, city manager, stay for our executive session. And thank you, Trisha, appreciate you being here tonight.
Sure.
All right, we are reconvening our Boardman Park and Rec public meeting, October 28th, 2025 at 8:01 PM. George, I will ask that you put on the agenda for next month that we are to approve the executive session meeting minutes as well as our regular board meeting minutes.
Last month.
Hang on, George, can you please undo the push unmute myself?
Uh-oh. Okay,
We should be all right.
so was it recording or not recording?
It is recording. It
Was
just-
I on mute, you
But you
think?
were muted.
Okay, well, we brought it back into open session at 8:01 PM. And I asked George to add that we're going to approve the executive session meeting minutes under our, along with the regular board meeting minutes, so we don't forget to add that to the agenda. Okay, and then we do not have any action from the executive session, so I'm gonna go ahead and adjourn the meeting at 8:02.